Howdy do to all of you out there in YouTube land! It is I, the incomparable AlphaOmegaSin, with another pickup video. I'm here with Billy from the Game Chasers. Wave, you magnificent bastard.
I'll do the Kevin Nash wave.
That's the Miss America wave. I have a bunch of shit here. A whole bunch of shit. I have also stuff down there. This is probably the biggest haul that I've ever gotten while I went on a trip, ever. This is this kind of intense. I'm going to pick up the first batch because this is what I got.
It's actually weighing the couch down. We're leaning right now.
Yeah. This right here is just magazines. Just magazines. Kind of hard to tell, but those right there are all Gamefan magazines with the exception of the first two on top, which are GamePro and EGM2, and I got them because they had to do with Resident Evil. And you all know how much I like Resident Evil. But see, Gamefan... Here, I'll just do this. Gamefan was a magazine that I read whenever I was growing up because they covered, like Electronic Gaming Monthly and GamePro and stuff, they covered all the systems, and I kind of like that. This issue right here was one of the ones that caught my eye because it was by Castlevania Symphony of Night, and it was talking about Final Fantasy VII, and naturally, that's a big deal to me. Interestingly enough, though, you look right there, they kind of talk about a system that never came out from the people that made 3DO called the M2. It was their 64-bit system. Did you ever read GamePro or anything?
I mostly read Nintendo Power. I had a subscription to Nintendo Power back in the day, but when I did read another magazine, it was GamePro. It was GamePro. It has some good stuff in it. I'm actually looking for the one that had the Splatterhouse 2 cover.
But you have another GamePro around, don't you? Where's the Ninja Turtle one? It's right there.
Yeah.
Inside the box.
It's inside the box. There we go. This is actually I should have got this at Super BidCon. There was a mini version that didn't have this torn cover like mine has of the same issue. I should have got it. It was like $5, but $5 for a magazine?
$5 for a GamePro magazine.
Yeah.
Like all those ones that I got, they were marked at $2 a piece, and they're in like brand new condition. But I got all of them, so they cut me a deal. I only paid like $25 for them.
Freaks and Geeks in Denton, Texas.
Yeah,
really good place.
That place was pretty damn badass. That was actually my first purchase that I made in general, and it was the first time I ever been to a store. Some other stuff I ended up getting.
Real quick, right before you go to that, I love how like in these old ones, like a GamePro, like they list like some of the trade-in credits that they give in for some of the games.
Let me see here.
Like you see some of the rare ones, like Little Samson. You know,
Here, let's see where Little Samson is on this list.
I don't know if it's in that particular list, but I've seen it before in other ones.
Yeah, it wasn't actually out for this. Fuck. Well,
I always find it interesting though. I'll look at it and I'll be like, wow, man, they
Dragon Warrior 3, 36 to 59.
And the trade-in, the credit that they give compared to what they sell it for is pretty good. I mean, you go to GameStop and they'd be like, I'll give you 80 cents for that game and turn it in and sell it on the freaking shelf for
back
30
in the
bucks.
Day, it's going to be hard to make out any of these details more than likely, but they legitimately had good credit for it, which is kind of weird to think about because, I mean, nowadays we're still complaining about it. But $4 for a magazine back then. Granted, we have the internet now, and it's a million times better, but I kind of like these tangible items, and it seems kind of silly to even give a shit about stuff like this. But it's also just an interesting artifact from gaming's history to see things that never came out, to even get you interested in games that you may not have heard of, which there's 2 games now that I'm interested in just from going and reading GameFan.
Also, I was looking through Nintendo Power, and did you know, I was talking about this to you, Twin Peaks. They were going to come out with a point-and-click adventure of Twin Peaks.
Did not even know about that, and I'm a big fan of Twin Peaks. They're actually bringing the show back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bringing that back, and that makes me really fucking happy because the show is awesome. If you get the chance, watch on Netflix. If you're in like Canada or Europe, I don't know if it's on or by now it's here for the North American version of Netflix, so you should see that. I got a lot of boxes. I got way too many fucking boxes. I'll just go with soundtracks first. The one is a complete soundtrack, and the other one is just a sampler. This one is for Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Curse of Darkness being one of the 3D Castlevania games on PlayStation 2. A lot of people didn't play, but I really dig the music in it. And I actually think this one is good. Lament of Innocence. That one, not as good, but this one is pretty kick-ass. Lots of like guitars and shit in it. This is the entire soundtrack for Silent Hill 4 The Room, which I still say is not a Silent Hill game, but the soundtrack for it. But I mean, 2 Konami soundtracks.
I've tried playing that game. I got about 20-30 minutes into it and I was done.
I prefer Silent Hill 1 through 3. If you're ever wondering, where do I start with Silent Hill 1 through 3? Everything else after that, boxes for 2 Game Boy Advance games that I like a whole bunch. One of them being one of the better remakes out there, Metroid Zero Mission. Very good game. Remake of the original.
Basically, they turned it into Super Contra. That'd been awesome. They turned it into Super Metroid. If you like Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo, this is basically the first game on NES.
You should definitely pick it up. I have the box for this, but my box looks like shit. And then I got Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, which is part of the long-running RPG series for the Super Mario games, except for this one is with Mario and Luigi in it. And I've always liked these. They have them on the DS and 3DS and stuff like that. I have this game, but my case went missing. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I don't know if somebody took it or something. But this is for Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance. You took it, motherfucker. But it actually went to GameStop, and because we stopped by there, and one of the employees there just gave it to me. I asked them if they had a spare one. Just hand me the one off the shelf. I was like, thanks. Cannot complain with that. So it's not the employees that are evil, it's just the suits at the top. God, there's so many boxes. These are all boxes. Boxes.
Yeah. It's actually awesome that they're condensed down so that way you can get them in your backpack.
Yeah, this right here is all boxes. So I'm going to tear through some of these. As a matter of fact, these ones right here, you will see on an episode of Game Chasers, and let's see.
What was it filmed when you got it?
Well, I talk about it.
Oh, that's true.
This was the holy grail of the entire bunch. Ninja 5.0. And keep in mind that the box is like mint condition. They opened it up and then just shrink wrapped it. And it comes with the manual. Not expecting that. And keep in mind, this was bundled in with a lot of stuff. We got it for like pennies on a dollar. It was dirt ass cheap. And I was pretty damn happy with that. This right here is Demi-Kids and Demi-Kids Dark version and the Light version, which I believe is part of the Shin Megami Tensei series. If not, then holy fuck, it definitely feels like it. Feels like a lighthearted version of the Shin Megami Tensei series. I haven't really gotten a chance to.
Oh, dropped it. Sorry.
Yeah. Keep in mind, Billy actually has the game for it. Matter of fact, it's sitting over there.
It's sitting over there somewhere. The funny thing is, the store that we went and picked this up was actually the same store that I picked the game up literally probably a year before. So this box was sitting probably in the back area.
They were liquidating like all their video game stuff because they're going to focus on like Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, tabletop gaming and shit. So
Evolution Games in Fort Worth, Texas.
If you like Magic the Gathering like me, cool ass place to go to, but they were getting rid of all their games, so we went there and bought it as much as we possibly could.
I always love hearing that. You know, I got more stuff in the back, brings out boxes.
Dude, it was fucking intense. As soon as he said like I have stuff in the back, we're all like,
what?
It was amazing. This right here, I have not played much of this, never beat it or anything like that. I don't even know how you say it. Aiden Chronicles: The First Mage. But it's one of the few RPGs on the Nintendo 64, has the manual and all of that. I've had the game for a long ass time, just haven't ever decided to go and embark on that journey. But I was like, you know what, fuck it, why not get it? Because if you look in the back of most of my videos, I have tons of box N64 games.
Why were there so few role-playing games on the 64?
Because they blew up on the PlayStation and did a lot better on there, and it was a lot easier for them to make stuff like that on the PlayStation. Better sounding music, they could do the CG cutscenes. Just everything.
You know what they should have done? They should have done Mario RPG on the 64, like a second game.
Well, technically they did. The original title to Paper Mario was Mario RPG 2. And
really?
They couldn't secure the rights to it because half the rights, like the characters like Gino and Malo and stuff, were owned by Square.
Well, I was thinking more like a open world, like 64 action platformer type game, but it's, you know, an RPG. That would be awesome.
They have one kind of like that on Nintendo Wii, Super Paper Mario, I think it is. The one where they allow more platforming.
Yeah, I played that one. Yeah, I like that one.
That's the one that they have that's like more in that style. This, again, just a box. I have the game sitting at home on a shelf, but it's got the manual and all that. One of the best games on the Sega Genesis, one of the best Disney games ever created, one of the better platformers from this era. Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. They have a remake of it on PSN and Xbox Live and all that shit. But this is the real deal right here.
But Alpha, that's not metal.
Dude, this game is metal as fuck. This game is pretty damn badass. It's one of those games. I mean, 1990. Holy fuck, 25 years ago.
Damn,
that's when this game came out. And I still remember playing it as a kid. I played lots and lots.
All of them are pretty good. Don't get Fantasia.
Yeah, don't. Stick with the Illusion series, or stick with like DuckTales and Chip and Dale and stuff on NES, because that you're doing a lot better then. This right here, which you can see used to have a little sticker on it. Is that a GameStop sticker? An old one?
Maybe a really old GameStop sticker on there.
So I'm pretty sure this might have been like an old FuncoLand GameStop sticker or some shit like that, but it's for SimCity. Also got the manual for it, but this is a classic-ass game. A lot of people have played this back when the game first came out. I prefer the PC versions, but this is just... It's a really good game. You can't deny the quality of it, especially on consoles at the time, because we didn't have much shit like this. But yeah, I wanted to get it because it was cheap, and fuck it, why not? God, Keller manuals. Look how thick this manual is. We don't get shit like this.
No, we do not.
I miss this. Like, full color, everything's in there, lots of pictures and art.
And that's another reason why we love to collect the boxes and stuff. Us old guys, we love this crap.
Here. This right here is one of the things I thought was kind of cool about it. Need to do something about housing. People are moving out. These are actual notes that somebody had left inside of the game. I can't find any more. Oh, wait. This right here is just a bunch of numbers. I don't know what the hell it's for. But it's neat when you find that kind of stuff because you get to see, you know, what the past owner was doing with their game.
The box is bad. To me, and we were talking about this earlier, it's like, it's really a part of the game. Somebody worked really hard on the art of making these boxes and stuff. That's why I display a lot of my favorite games boxes, because the art is just so freaking cool. He's
got displayed boxes sitting along there, and all the box stuff is sitting up there, and I don't know, it's one of those things, like, you end up appreciating it more, because back in the day, it was just packaging, threw it away. Now we're like, what the fuck were we thinking?
Yeah.
The manual for Ogre Battle 64, this was another one of the things, like, I lost my shit over finding. It's just, it's a really good RPG. Like, it's Tactics Ogre, part of the Ogre Battle series. Play them if you like tactical style RPGs. I needed the manual. Don't have the box yet. One day. Mega Man Battle Network. Big ass long running Mega Man series. Really sad that we're not seeing more of these, but it's an RPG series, and it's set in like the world of the internet and all that. It's really good. You ever played?
No, I haven't. I haven't really played much Mega Man outside of just the generic, you know, side-scrolling action games. So
you want to play the Legends series. Mega Man Legends 2, probably like one of my all-time favorites. Box for just the box. Fighting Force 64. Originally, this was going to be Streets of Rage 4. It was going to. And then Sega said, fuck you to it. And they decided, you know what? No, fuck you. We'll make a game out of it. And it turned out great until they made the second one, which was nothing like a beat 'em up. It was really generic and terrible. But this game, I liked a whole bunch. I still prefer the PlayStation version, but might as well get the box for it, right?
Might as well get the box for it. Well, look at that. Look at the art on that. How could you not want it?
The big gigantic dude that looks like a big fucking idiot. I always thought he looked like an imbecile.
Yeah, the dirt. Kind of reminds me of no one.
This right here, Super BitCon that I got to go to recently. All these boxes, two main ones that I was really stoked about getting. Ninja Gaiden 2 and River City Ransom, two of the games that I ended up playing the fuck out of as a kid. I mainly wanted River City Ransom, but
that is awesome.
Check them out. Got Adventure Island right there, the first one. I still prefer the second one, but they didn't have a box for that.
At one point, this was 99 cents. Well, this is a rental store. Oh, by the way, yeah, I know that this used to be old stock from a rental store that was literally sitting with the doors boarded up, the windows boarded up for, like, I don't know, better part of a decade. And the guy who randomly found all this stuff was just driving by one day with the doors open, saw all this stuff inside, and just made an offer because they were going to be thrown away, essentially.
Just imagine, this stuff that I'm holding right now was going to be in a landfill somewhere. Monster Party, I don't have the game. I want the game, but I found the box. I figured that'd be part one. If you're wondering, that's actually a plastic case, so if it looks kind of fuzzy. Tiny Toon Adventures, it's a Konami platformer. You can't go wrong with them at all. Plus, I love the cartoon. We're tiny, we're toony, we're all little Louie.
I got a question for you. Like, oh, I'll show one here. It says new release, so obviously that's part of it being a rental copy. Are you gonna try to get this off? And if so,
I don't
why?
know, man.
I mean, do you consider it part of like the history, or like do you?
Some people
value
would think
it at
that,
all?
but I would rather the sticker be off of there. I don't value the sticker at all because I don't give a shit about it. But taking that off and ruining the box would make me cry.
Yeah, there's several techniques I'm sure you can do to try to get that off, but I don't know. It's kind of like, is it worth the risk? You know?
Yeah, it's all about this. One of the best beat 'em ups ever in history. Play it. Oh my god, it's fucking awesome. God, that game is good. Ninja Gaiden 2, relentless. Now these are actual games that I have in this pile here that I got, not just boxes. I had gotten Snowboard Kids 2 box quite a while ago. Now I have the cartridge, so now I have a complete game. I've been wanting to get it for a while. I like the first one a whole bunch. 1 second. More Atlas love, and Snowboard Kids games, they're good. I don't know why they didn't make more.
I don't know why. I've always liked snowboarding games and skiing games. Like I love the SSX series.
SSX is amazing. 1080 snowboarding, Cool Borders, those games are the shits. Cool Borders had excellent music, by the way. This, which I have not gotten to really play, but I like the original. Goemon's Great Adventure, which is for N64. Kind of a bitch to find. Again, want to try to get this in box too. Have you played any of the Goemon games?
No, but I love Mystical Ninja on the SNES. It's amazing.
So you got to play that. There's on romhacking.net, they got a translation of the NES ones, which I've never played. So you should play that.
I didn't even know they came out on NES. Famicom.
I didn't know either until that. I did not pay $13 for this. I actually paid a whopping $2.50 for this. Gravity Rush for PlayStation Vita. I didn't want to pay much for it to begin with, but again, they were liquidating everything, so I just made an offer, took it. But I got this downloaded because it's free on PSN. One of the best PlayStation Vita games ever. Want to check it out? It takes full advantage of everything within the system, and it's first party. I'm hoping to see a sequel or even a remake on the PS4. That'd be nice because more people should check it out.
So you offer $2.99 then?
$2.50.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know how I got down to that, to be
Wow.
honest. He was looking up the value of what he would get if he traded into GameStop.
That's always a good bargaining chip right there.
Yeah.
Thank you, GameStop, for that.
Yeah, thanks, GameStop. This is actually thanks to him.
Miracle Piano.
And where did this come from?
There's an electronics store going out of business, and they literally had new old stock. So they had that, and they had some cables and stuff, but not the actual pianos.
I was a whopping 1 when this came out. 1 year old.
1 year old.
Miracle Piano. I have the piano complete in the box and stuff. I never had the game. And they have one for Sega Genesis too, but
Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, and PC IBM.
See, I'd never seen that shit. Wait, no, this was the first purchase I made. That's right, I forgot about this. The Secret of Google, whatever. It's one of those little interactive learning type games, edutainment, if you will. But it was for PlayStation 1. I'd never seen this before. This shit didn't even look real. I know they came inside one of those bigger boxes, which is why everything's missing on it. But it was just weird to see. I just picked it up because it was obscure. It's not like it's worse shit. It's just an obscure item.
Yeah, and I think you ended up paying like $1.50 or something.
Yeah, because everything was going for dirt cheap. This was actually free. Somebody who watches my channel and come up and just given this to me out of kindness of his heart because it was a game that I wanted to get, and I thought it was kind of badass considering that I planned on getting the game already, and I mean apparently it plays like Dead Island but with more parkour, and I like the idea. It looks incredible, so maybe I'll do a let's play on it. I have no clue. It looks fun as fuck though. But he was like, dude, I put in over 60 hours on the game. I've beaten everything. It's just going to sit on my shelf, so take it. It's like, holy fuck, thank you. I give him a hug.
Is that open world?
It seems like it is. Go anywhere, climb anything. Experience unprecedented freedom of movement as you seamlessly traverse a vast open environment full of challenges and surprises. Enjoy visceral, in-your-face combat alone or join a team of survivors for intense co-op action. Watch the world undergo a dramatic transformation and confront the unspeakable horrors of the night.
Alright.
It sounds like a good time. Sounds like some Candyland shit. Remember when I said I went to GameStop? Well, I got one game there because this game's kind of a bitch to find. Bomberman Land. And I'm a big fan of Bomberman games. Still hoping that Nintendo decides to put Bomberman into a Smash Brothers game, or Konami even recognizes the fact that they have Hudson properties. That'd be fucking nice, wouldn't it? But Bomberman Land. Adventure, minigames, and multiplayer action await you. Come one, come all, Bomberman Land, a theme park adventure packed with 5 zones, each with a multitude of minigame challenges. Conquer each minigame and then go head-to-head with up to 4 players simultaneously. I went in for the adventure mode. Adventure mode?
Adventure mode. I love Bomberman.
Bomberman's good. I like the Bomberman adventure games the most. That and Saturn Bomberman, which is one of the few Saturn games I don't
Saturn, 10-player Bomberman.
10-player. And I want the Bomberman
awesome.
controller. This has suddenly become really hard to find for no reason because Nintendo apparently is fucking stupid and stopped printing it.
Even more so now after this.
Pikmin 3. It's kind of ridiculous that this is hard to find. This is a first-party game and apparently really excellent. I've yet to play it, but I like the first 2 Pikmin games a lot, so I want to get this. I was waiting for it to drop in price. It didn't, so I ended up getting it, and I paid... Well, this was bundled in with everything else, and we only paid $75 for that big lot. Oh my god, that was such a fucking deal. Shit was crazy. But I got that basically for dirt-ass cheap. This right here, Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Another game that I kept on waiting for it to drop in price, and then it didn't, which it seems to be a growing trend within Nintendo first-party releases. But it's more platforming goodness with Kirby. You can play with 4 players, which was one of the things I thought was kind of cool about it. Fan of Kirby?
Actually, I would say that I'm a fan. I just never really got too much into the series. Just really, I played Epic Yawn. It was so cool. Okay,
Epic Yawn? He was like,
Yawn.
oh, oh, shit's boring.
But that
Double
really
thumbs
wasn't
down.
even a Kirby game, so.
No, that was, God, what was the main character going to be called? It was like Prince Pastel or some shit like that.
Yeah, but Kirby on the NES, it was good. I just didn't get into it too much. I don't know why.
You have this game.
I do. Had to fight tooth and nail for it, actually.
This right here, I'm a big Star Wars fan, kind of like Billy is, and this was one of the things I want to get. I'm a big fan of Sega CD. Even though everybody shits on the system, but it's got lots of good quality games if you decide to look. That's gonna die. The battery's dying.
Oh, well, we can.
Okay, here, I'm gonna speed run this. Star Wars Rebels sold on Sega CD. I really want it. I knew I had to have it.
He knew he had to have it.
Strategy guides.
He knew he had to have them.
Mega Man Command Mission and Silent Hill. Because it's Silent Hill, I'm fucking crazy if I don't get it, and this is an RPG with Mega Man. Everybody should be fucking playing it. It's awesome.
Had to have them.
Airgees, doesn't matter. It's a fucking fighting game before Dissidia series with Final Fantasy characters where I could go and beat up people with Sephiroth or Cloud. I wanted that a whole bunch. And I mainly got it for the RPG adventure mode, which was inside of it.
Did you say you had to have it?
Oh, I had to have it. 151 video games and illustrated history of.
I'm jealous of this.
$10.
Got it right under my nose.
It was right there. I mean, we were sitting in front of it for like a fucking hour. And the Platinum Award from Club Nintendo, which was kind of a pain in the ass to get a hold of, but I ended up getting this for free, which blew me away that I was fortunate enough to get it. But that right there is a neat little statue. You'll see it up on my game shelf sooner or later. This is just fucking incredible, so I'm pretty happy with it. Parting words for the audience at home for battery dies?
No. Say Chodes at the end of this video. No, Chode Nation.
Say Chode Nation. Hashtag Chode Nation.
Hashtag Chode Nation.
But Chode words and stuff. But I'll conclude this, like always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers. Game the fuck on.
Chode Nation.